Hi, thank you for joining me. Today's date is December 12th, 2018, and it's Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, thank you for joining me. We need to get right to the point. So we're going to do our screen share so you can see the trade that we're working on. And it is NZDUSD, otherwise known as New Zealand dollar, US dollar. And this trade is a buy, and it's a 0.01 lot size. The reason it's a 0.01 lot size is because I've been in it for quite some time. When I started this trade was June 25th of 2018, and I started with a balance of $280. As you can see, my balance is a bit different now, and not all of it is from the trade. I've had other accounts where I've actually added income to the balance so that I could raise my margin level. A margin level is necessary of 500%, if not higher. You go below 500%, you have the possibility of the broker kicking you out of the trade, and you lose your whole entire account. So I wouldn't advise going below 500%. My lowest, my comfort zone is at 2,000%. And as you can see, my margin level currently is at 4,774.67%. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, this, as I said, was a buy. My entry price is at 0.69586. My stop loss is at 0.63586. And my take profit is at 0.75586. Current price is 0.68538, giving me a negative $10.50 or 1,050 pips. It's not that big of a deal when you have a large enough balance that you can write it out. Now let me show you exactly how many pips as well as loss or profit that I will be having. There is actually a negative 6,000 pips or a negative $60. The reason why my stop loss is a negative is because that's the most I'm willing to lose. If it hits my stop loss, it will pull me out of the trade, and I won't lose any more cash in my balance. That's just how it is. However, my take profit is also at 6,000 pips or $60 profit. Now I can change that take profit at any time. So when it goes into profit, I can move my stop loss over my entry price, making it a risk-free trade, meaning I won't lose anything. I'll only gain a certain amount that I put my stop loss ahead of my entry price. Now, many people have asked me why I don't mark up my charts. Marking up your charts, knowing the indicators, and doing all that takes thought and understanding, continual. Excuse me. And I go through nights where I have grand mal seizures, erasing my memory. So it takes me a while to relearn everything, and I'm including everything like walking, what you need to do from day to day, to even relearning business or how to trade. And that was just a little overwhelming for me. So I've been doing what is called a naked chart. This is also the reason why I'm in the day time chart instead of anything under that, like the minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour. It doesn't give me enough information, so that's why I stay in the day. And how I trade is this. Going down in the minute time chart, there's not much here that you can see. It's got my information, got my interest, and I'm curious, but I don't see the whole picture of this trade. So without marking up my charts, I would advise trading in this. The 5-minute time chart, once again, there's not a lot of information that can be got right here. There just isn't. It's not a full picture. And it's just started on the 5th of December, just a week ago. So there's not enough that you can actually see. Going into the 15-minute time chart, there's some movement. It's got my interest, definitely. But it only goes back to November 21st. Still not a lot of information here. It just doesn't have it. So where would you put your entry price? Where would you put your stop loss or your take profit? Would you even know? I wouldn't. I'd be kind of guessing it, and it's extremely risky. Going into the 30-minute time chart, we're getting a little more information, and it goes back to October 31st of 2018. But it's still not a complete, clear picture of the trend that this trade's been running. I wouldn't trade here. Going into the hour time chart, there's more information. And yeah, you can trade here on a naked chart. It's still really risky though, because you don't have the full picture yet. Going into the 4-hour time chart, there's a lot more information and you can see more. And it goes back to January 15th of this year. A lot more time. And believe me, it wasn't too long ago that I would trade in the 4-hour time chart without a problem. But I wouldn't advise it because it's still extremely risky without marking up your charts, without figuring out where your trend is for the trade, because trends are our friend, or without knowing the indicators. Is on a naked chart without the experience, I wouldn't advise it at all. So then we go into the day time chart, which is where I like to be. And here I can go back, cleared back to March 25th of 2014. And I can see how this trade has been hitting the support and resistance, retesting, breaking through, or reversing the head and shoulders, all the necessary. And to find out what you need to do on a trade, you sit where the trade is currently at with your mouse, with your cursor, and keep in mind, you trade right, but you look left. And you take your cursor and run it back to the last time you had similar pattern of what the trade was doing, which is, I would say, right about here. Let's redo that. Right about here. And as you can see, yeah, it's been reflecting and going back and readjusting. Could also go clear back to here, but I don't see that. I see it right here. And I can see it's going to go down a little bit, but it's going to go back up. And it's going to go into profit. I don't know how long it will take. Like I said, I've been in this trade since June, and I have no idea how long it will take. But keep in mind, with trading, it takes patience, consistency, and no emotion. So set your trade and trust your instincts and trust the trend is our friend and will do what we need it to do. And it will turn. It just takes time. It could take another 5 months, 5 to 6 months. Are you willing to put the time in? Because eventually you can pay you. And that's what it's all about. That's what trading's all about. And as we were talking, the balance on here went from a negative $10.26 to a negative $10.25. I can't complain with that one. There's no point in it. So with that being said, we're going to stop our screen share and see if there are any questions. Where do I get my signals? That's one question I hear all the time. The signals come from 5 different areas. Stevenson Lindor and Orrin Wright, who are educators through iMarkets Live. And to get access to them, you need to be part of iMarkets Live as a customer. They teach from beginners to never seeing a chart, never seeing a trade, all the way to advanced. And they have pretty good information for you. Christopher Terry is a CEO of iMarkets Live and has over 25 years of trading experience. His knowledge and what he does is ideal because the experience he has been very high in wins. And his instruction and direction, a good part of it, I would say about 98%, because we're all human, is on point. Then we have Tracy Walker, who is with my sponsor with iMarkets Live, and she'll run summits as well as webinars to teach the basics all the way to advanced. She's also doing certain strategies that she will teach you how to do. She'll teach you how to get in, how to get out, how to set it up, and how to mark up your charts so that you can feel confident that your wins will outweigh your losses. Now, there is no guarantee. Past profits do not reflect future profits. And you trade at your own risk. There is no guarantee. Keep in mind, there are many people that will tell you that you will succeed if you follow certain directions. And that's a fact. But once you learn this skill, and once you use it properly, it will pay you for life. It depends on you and what you want to do with it. The last area is swipe trades, which is an app that goes on your smartphone, and you can actually get signals. Notice I did not say actual trades, because it's your decision on the trade that you get in, that you use, that you follow. It's your choice. And to get that, you need to go through iMarkets Live as well, because that's the only way you can get swipe trades. Yeah, there's a lot of information in these. But I enjoy doing it. I enjoy teaching and showing people how to connect and do what's necessary to win. Going once, going twice, and gone. Thank you once again for joining me on this Wednesday evening for me, or wherever you might be in the world, or when you're seeing this video. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.